Hello guys, welcome to my channel Civil Skills by Shravan Sherla. This is the third video of our complete Start Pro tutorial series. In this video, we are going to analyze the G+1 building. So let's start the video. First of all, I want to show PDF. Okay, analysis and design of building. It will contain plan, problem detail, load calculation, analysis and results. So this is the plan we are going to draw. Okay, let's open Start Pro, new project, give the name, next, add beam, finish. This is the grid in XY plane, so Y direction in vertical and X in lateral direction. So we are going to draw this plan. So first of all, we need to edit this grid line. So go to the edit and select the plane as a XZ plane. Okay, so now this grid becomes XZ plane. So draw the plan. So this is 3 meter, 3.5 meter, that is 6.5 meter. We need to edit this grid. Spacing should be 0.5 meter. So then, okay, now you can see spacing of grid lines are changed to 0.5 meter. So from you can easily draw the plan. Okay, this 3 meter. Okay, we need to draw 3 meter line. 3 meter. After 3 meter. It will be 3.5 meter. Okay, 3.5 meter, that is 6.5 meter. Okay, after that this is 4 meter and this is 3 meter. Go to the 4 meter. Okay, and again go to the 3 meter. Okay, and this is also 3.5 meter. Now escape, click on these grid lines. So now we need to add these two beams. Let's, from here you can add the beams. Let's escape. So now you can see this plan. Now we are replicating this plan. Okay, so select the nodes, press on transitional repeats in Y direction. Let's flow right will be 3 meter. Okay, click on link steps, press OK. Now you can see this. But we also want these beams also. So press Ctrl Z. Now select all the members. Go to the transitional in Y direction. Spacing is 3 meter. Link steps. press OK. Now you can see. Now we want also another floor. Okay. Go to the elevation, select these all. Go to the transitional ripple. Do the same. Now you can see the whole geometry is created, but we have length height also. So let's take length height will be 1.5 meter. So click the all nodes only because need only columns. So go to the transitional ripple. Direction. We want to go in downward direction, so enter in minus sign. Okay, based on link steps. Okay. Now you can see all the geometry is created. Similarly, you can create geometry of whichever you want. So these steps are similar, but you need some practice to draw exact plan. Okay, now we are going to assigning support for this. So go to the general, go to the support and create support. Okay, now we are going to assigning these supports to the bottom. Select all the nodes in the bottom. Assign to selected nodes, assign, click OK. Okay, you can see all the supports are assigned to the structure. Now we are going to define the properties. So go to the property tab, define the properties, go to the rectangle, so go to the PDF. From here you can see the beam dimensions and column dimensions, slab depth, etc. given. So let's enter the beam dimensions. Beam dimension and column dimension are same. Okay, depth of beam is 4.5, width of beam is 30. Click to add, close. Now the dimension of beam and column are same, so this property will assign to wall structure. To select to wall structure, click on assign to view, assign. Now you can see all the members are assigned property. Now you can see the 3D view from here also. Click on 3D rendering view. Now you can see the 3D view of the our building. Okay. Now we are going to assign the loads to the members. So click on general tab, load and definitions, load case details, add the load case details. So we are going to define the dead load. So dead load, add, click on dead, add. We need to add first sulfate of the structure, so that's why add the sulfate. Okay, this sulfate of structure will be assigned to wall structure, so that's why assign to view, assign. Now sulfate is assigned to wall structure. Okay, now we are going to assign the member loads to these beams. So for that, go to the load calculation details. So first of all, dead load, we added the sulfate already. Now we are going to add the member loads. So we have three types of wall. First one is external wall, second one is internal wall, and third one is parapet wall. So these are the load calculations for the wall loads. The clear height is 3 meter, beam depth is 0.45, and unit weight of brickwork is 20 kilonewton per meter. Width of external wall is 0.230. Okay, from this you can see the UDL is 11.73, 7.65. We took the parapet height as a 1.1 meter, so the calculations becomes 5.06 kilonewton per meter. We are going to add these all UDLs. Okay, let's add one by one. First one, go to the dead load, add the dead load, go to the member load for the distributed load. The load will be 11.73, and the load in the minus direction, add, and another load is 7.65 minus 7.65, add, and another load is 5.06, add. Now we have defined the all UDL. We are going to assign the loads. So first of all, select the roof beams. Okay, this is the isometric view of whole structure. If you want to see only the terrace plan, so you can select only terrace and right click and new view, create a new window for view. Okay, from here you can only see the terrace view. Okay, now we are going to assign these loads to the periphery of the structure. So select only periphery beams, place control tab for the multiple selections. Now we have selected the periphery beams. So assign selected beams, assign. Now you can see the wall load is acted only periphery. Okay. Now close the tab, go to the elevation. Now select the first floor, click to the right click, new view. Okay, so external walls are of 230 mm and internal walls are 150 mm thick. So first select external walls and assign the external wall load, click process. Now you can see the wall load is active. Define. Now we need to define the internal wall load also. Select beams. Okay, you can see we have defined the beam loading. Similarly, select the length beams also. Okay, all the loads are assigned to each and every member. You can see. Now let's go to the analysis and print all. Okay, now analyze, run analyze, save. Zero error, zero warning and zero no. Now go to the post processing mode, selected load, apply. Okay, from here you can see deflection of whole structure. press Control tab. This is the deflection. You can see the animation also. Click to animate deflection. Okay. This is the animation. Okay. Now we are going to see the bending movements. Click on MZ. These are the bending movements. You can see. If you want to see individual bending movement of each member, click to member. Go to the shear bending. From here you can see the bending movement of individual member. So click on this reactions. From this you can see the reactions of each and every column. You can see the reactions of each and every column. Also bending movements of the columns also. You can also see the shear forces. But also see the shear forces. You can also see deflection of each and every member. This is it for this video. In next video we are going to assign the slab and floor load and analysis. Okay guys, thank you.